Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Wiki Deluxe Edition. In this episode I'm going to be doing a challenge, and this time I actually remembered the challenge before I started recording, so I don't have to record tomorrow's episode before I record today's episode. So with that Mage Spire, since no one really made any comments on what I should do or where I should play, other than the actual challenge, which actually, I don't the challenge was only mages, so just for the sake of making it a little bit more challenging, I'm not going to have any deluxe upgrades, and I'll be going to Mount Magma. I'll do medium, not reverse, and let's see if I can get through with only mages, monkey apprentices. It's a new term that I'm calling it. Anyways. What's cool about this is that now I have the specialty building for the wizard or monkey apprentice or mage or whatever you want to call it, so that now, in addition to its normal basic attack, it also shoots out this green attack that will actually seek out bloons, kind of like a seeking shuriken, which is a little helpful, just as a little extra added popping power. And it'll be helpful because now, if you remember, on Country Road I tried doing not necessarily only mages, but I had a large amount of monkey apprentices, and I keep calling them mages for some reason, but I had a large amount of monkey apprentices, and maybe it was just that one track that didn't do very well with monkey apprentices, or maybe the monkey apprentices just aren't very good as your solo type. So this should be pretty interesting to see whether or not I can actually beat this level with only monkey apprentices, because they are able to pop every bloon type. They have camo detection and lead busting, but Moabs are generally what they're a little bit weaker against, and ceramics are generally what they're weaker against. The lightning bolt is really good at getting clumps of enemies, or just a lot of enemies, or bloons I should say, which I guess are kind of like your enemies, but the lightning bolt should do okay, especially on Mount Magma, which I chose specifically because I can place a lot of monkey apprentices around that one area so that they're all focusing on this one little spot, and the lightning bolt will probably look pretty cool, zapping everything right here in the middle. Plus with their pierce, which isn't like super amazing pierce, but it's not that bad of a pierce, having multiple monkeys on all around the volcano, because the bloons will sort of spiral out, the pierce will actually get through quite a few if it actually starts building up, so that should be good. And then I'm thinking I'll just go with Dragon's Breath, because I don't really need to worry too much about sending the bloons back to the beginning of the track, because they're all pretty much grouped together here anyways, which my train of thought is if they're all already grouped together at this beginning, then I shouldn't really need to use the tornado to send them back towards the beginning. But then again, maybe because there are all these other paths for them to kind of fall away on, it might be better to make sure that they're all stuck here right at the beginning. But I do need to worry about the Moabs, and the Summon Whirlwind doesn't really do anything at all to the Moabs, so Dragon's Breath will help pop through the Moab layer a little bit better. And other than just getting the Dragon's Breath, just having multiple monkey apprentices would also be helpful. And in this situation, with a 2-2 monkey apprentice, it's different than having a 2-2 monkey or ninja monkey and trying to decide whether or not you should double its efficiency with half the price or whatever that I was talking about last time. Because the Dragon's Breath, I haven't actually tested whether or not it's like twice as efficient or 3 times as efficient or just a little bit more efficient. So this costs about twice as much as if I was just going to get another monkey apprentice. So I could get about 2 more monkey apprentices for the same price as getting a Dragon's Breath. So this would have to triple my effectiveness, I guess, or add twice my effectiveness if I wanted it to be cost efficient for that. So I'm not actually sure exactly how that would work. One of the problems I had, I guess, with the Country Road Monkey Apprentice strategy is that I think, I don't actually remember too well, but I'm pretty sure I just didn't upgrade enough Monkey Apprentices because they were all stuck at 2-2. So I'm not really sure what exactly was the problem with having all those monkey apprentices. I'm thinking if I just spam a lot of 2-2 monkey apprentices, then that should be good enough, except for when I'm dealing with the Moabs, because then I need faster attack rates and probably better Pierce, I guess, to deal with the Moab. But having more monkeys seems to mean more attacks. Like they're using Lightning Bolt, Fire Bolt, their regular attack, and now they're Seeking Bolt, and of course I leaked a Bloon, but so there's that. Especially because with the specialty building, now that I have that extra attack, and that means for each monkey apprentice, that's that one extra attack going into the Moab, which is pretty helpful, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to, you know, help me win. And is it just me, or does the monkey apprentice have a really small, like, hitbox, if that's what you would call it? Like, you're able to place other towers really close to the monkey apprentice, and you're able to place it really close to the track. I'm not really sure exactly why that would be, like if there's a specific reason that they wanted to have the monkey apprentice able to be clumped together, or if it's just not necessarily a bug, but just something they overlooked or something. So yeah, what do you think about that? How close the monkey apprentice can get to towers, or get to the track, rather than, well, the ice tower can get pretty much right on top of it. And no, I'm not going to place it. I know that the challenge is to be only monkey apprentices. But anyway, so with these three that I'm about to finish, these three 2-2 monkeys, or 2-2 apprentices, that should be good for now. I'm probably now just going to wait and try to get the Dragon's Breath, because now I'm at round 32, so getting pretty close, well, not that close, to the Moab, and I'm pretty sure that these should be able to handle everything else. I probably should have built my second monkey apprentice earlier, so to make sure that I didn't lose that one life, but it's just one life, so it's not that bad. But I'm probably going to end up like losing by one life, like it'll just be one red balloon that'll leak out and then finish me off, and I'll be like, oh, well, they had that one extra life, but yeah, that's fine. And that actually reminds me, I should try saving more often, especially on the challenges, because those are a little bit more important, I guess, that I get right. Alright, and also someone was saying in the comments of my last video that I should do medium non-reverse after this, without any deluxe upgrades, because some people, he said, like, would rage quit watching the video because they don't like deluxe upgrades and they think they're cheating and all that, which I can understand that mentality, but then again, I did earn the money for it, so it's not really cheating, it's just using a bonus that I worked for, I guess. So I don't know, there's that whole thing, but almost have enough of the Dragon's Breath right here. So let me know what you think, if I should try doing like some tracks medium non-reverse and other tracks on hard, maybe on different days of the week, or maybe even try for 2 episodes a day. Not sure exactly how well that will go, but just a thought. If enough people like really want me to do both or something, then I'll try to work that out. But yeah, there's that. And again, I apologize for not having any Blue Connected City and Blue Star Prince Battles episodes. It goes back to the whole thing of me starting my recording schedule late and then ending up being busy in the afternoons, then I can't actually finish recording the other 2 episodes. And this time, for sure, I'm actually just not recording any of it. It's not like I'm just waiting to upload them. I could definitely upload them if I wanted to. And also, I'm also thinking about monetizing videos and all that, because people were saying that they don't mind the ads as long as they're skippable, and I will do everything that I know I can to make sure that you do get skippable ads, or at the very least shorter ads, or ads that are actually entertaining or relevant to you. So we'll try to do that if I can, but I don't know exactly how much control I'll have over the ads. So yeah, and again, I don't really know how much of what I'm talking about is like taboo, either just unspoken law that you're not supposed to talk about it, or if it's actual written law that I'm not supposed to talk about it. So yeah, that's interesting. But Alright, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully this weekend I might be able to record some episodes early so that I'll just be able to have a good, decent amount of episodes to post, as well as hopefully finishing off New Super Mario Bros. As a series. But like I've kind of mentioned in the past, even though nothing really changed because of what I've mentioned, but I should actually be getting a job, because I'll try to explain a little bit, life story and all that, but the first time I had mentioned that I was probably going to end up getting a job was when I kind of decided to make YouTube my career, I guess, which I guess isn't really a good description of what happened, because I didn't actually do anything to make YouTube my career, but I kind of decided not to go back to school, which I still don't really know if it's a good idea. Like, I still wouldn't recommend deciding to not go to school. As far as college, like, I did finish high school and I had 2 years of college, but I do still recommend that you, at the very least, try to go to college. You should want to go to college and get an education. I'm definitely not trying to advocate dropping out of college. I guess you could be like, oh, well, then you're a hypocrite because you dropped out of college and you're still telling other people to do it. And I'm not saying it was okay for me to do it. I mean, I guess by making the decision, I'm kind of implying that I guess it's okay, but I don't think it was a smart decision. But anyways, by doing that, then I actually have to get a job to start supporting myself, or at least, help out with the bills around the house, because I still live with my parents, which I don't think it's that bad. I still live with my parents. My brother just moved out, and he's 3 years older than me, so anyways, as besides the point, I said that I was going to get a job because I needed to get a job, but then my mom had surgery, and then she was at home for a couple weeks, and she couldn't really do much, so I was there helping out, and I kind of used that as my excuse for not getting a job, because I had to stay home and help my mom. But then now it's been a couple weeks since she went back to work, and I'm still just acting like I'm on summer vacation. My dad was getting a little bit more frustrated about the fact that I wasn't actually looking for jobs, so now I actually am starting to apply for jobs and stuff. So that's my whole situation as far as that. Don't know like how many hours I'll get at what job I'll end up getting if I do end up getting a job, which is why I'd really like for YouTube to start paying, which obviously, I mean, I know it's still going to take time and all that, but it'd be really nice if I could actually have YouTube be my career, because then I wouldn't have to go through the process of having any other jobs, which is always quite frustrating. But there's nothing actually bad about having like a job at, say, McDonald's or Walmart or something. I'd really hope that you aspire to have more than just a job at McDonald's and Walmart, unless you're like, supervisor or CEO or something. But anyways, I should go back to Bloons, because I have 5 Dragon's Breath, Disciples of Fire, and that's actually doing pretty good against the Moab. And I did turn off the Big Bloon Sabotage, so it's not like they're at half health or anything. But this does seem to be a pretty good stage for Monkey Apprentices, and I really am thinking that it was the country road that was just a problem for using Monkey Apprentices, because here, maybe it's just Mount Magma, to me seems easier because all the balloons are sort of gathered together in this one spot, so you can have more towers attacking at the same time, so that's always nice. And having those 5, now 6 Dragon Breath Disciples of Fire, that's pretty good against Moabs. And then you're just throwing on top of that the lightning, fireball, seeking magic, magic missile, I guess, regular basic attack. So Monkey Apprentice is pretty good. And the fire effect, I'm not sure if they've been changing it, but I remember it did used to look a little bit different. And I'm not really sure of like which fire effect I like more. Fire is always a tricky thing to animate, whether it's 2D animation or 3D animation, just because of how strange it is, how strange fire is, I guess you could say. Although I did notice that there, on round 55, that clump did sort of linger, I guess. It is a little bit harder for the Monkey Apprentices to deal with ceramic clumps, So I'm actually going to try for Summon Whirlwind, Disciple of Air, to help out a little bit with the clumps. And actually, you know what? On top of that, I'm going to switch these two to Disciples of Air. One, because they're a little bit cheaper, so I'll have enough money to buy another Disciple of Air, hopefully, or at least get it started. And then just to have that added Disciple of Air effect to help out with the ceramic clumps, because having 5 Dragon's Breath or Disciples of Air is pretty good as far as attacking power. So then having these 4 Whirlwind Disciple of Airs will be pretty good to help out with any ceramic clumps. Still not perfect because they're still only sending 400 back, I think, or maybe not. Because this doesn't say how many, but I'm pretty sure the Tempest Tornado sends back 100. I'm not sure if Whirlwind sends back 100 and a Tempest Tornado just pops with the 100 that it sends, or how that works. But yeah, so the Tempest Tornado should help with that. And what else? Alright, well now we've got to deal with the BFB, which I think I should do alright, because I was doing okay against the Moabs, and BFBs, they are tougher than the Moabs, but they're not, like, extremely tougher. Even though I guess they are 4 times tougher, but I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to get this, a third Disciple of Air on this side, and I'm going to try to work on a Disciple of Fire on the bottom. I like, just personally, to have 5, maybe 6 disciples of each on each side. That'd be pretty cool, but obviously I need more time and more money, and obviously I've got enough defense to defend against all these waves, so I should be alright. But round 63 is right about to come up, because it's round 62 right now, so the ceramic clumps are going to be pretty difficult, especially because they have other balloons that are appearing with the ceramic clumps. So I should save right after this wave. And again, the Seeking Missile, Magic Missile, Seeking Attack thing, it is pretty helpful, but obviously it's not a super amazing ultra move or something. And wow! So that actually did leak quite a few, but thankfully it did save, just in case I do lose on this wave, because the ceramic clumps are pretty tightly packed. But thankfully with that extra Disciple of Air, Whirlwind attack, I was able to fend off the second ceramic clump without losing any lives, so that should be fine. Alright. It was just that first wave, because I didn't have the, I guess because I didn't have that third Disciple of Air. But alright, so this should be good. If I can defeat the ceramic clumps, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to defeat round 65 because of how well I got through the first BFB. And another good thing about using wizards against the Moabs and BFBs is that because there's 2 BFBs on this one, and actually 3 Moabs, in addition to that, I don't have to worry too much when there's just a second BFB, because pretty much all of these attacks are able to pop 2 balloons at once, so having that second BFB doesn't really make that much of a difference until it gets down to like the ceramic and other balloon layer. The fact that there's 2 BFBs in itself isn't really that bad, because everything I have has Pierce, pretty much, or Area of Effect, so that should be good. Alright, so I did lose a couple lives, but probably could have just used Road Spikes if I really needed to, or if I really didn't want to lose any lives. So I'm actually going to turn... nah, I'll leave the Deluxe Upgrades off for now, and I am actually going to switch back to the Boomerang Dojo. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll switch back to the Boomerang Dojo for now. My next Monkey Money goal will probably be the Tack Awesomizer, because those are really good. Or that upgrade is really good. And then let me know in the comments if you think I should use Special Agents. I'll probably use Special Agents more on the hard mode, or hard mode, I guess, hard difficulty. But let's see, how many more tracks do I have? 1, 7, and 10. So 10 more that I have to do on medium reverse. And then let me know what you think about doing hard non-reverse, or some of them on reverse, some of them not on reverse. And then probably not going to use deluxe upgrades. I might put triple lives just as a safety net. And then I'll probably use more, what's it called? Special agents. And then these extreme, I'll do those after I finish all the other tracks, and then just have it be like a easy, medium, hard, if that makes sense. And then maybe just reverse, depending on which ones you want me to do on reverse. Alright, so with that, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.